So how do you time stretch? Very simple. First thing you want to do is you want to be in sample mode. You, of course, get there by enabling the sample mode button. Second thing you want to do is you want to have your through enabled. You can toggle that on and off, and when it's off, you're not going to get sound into the machine, so make sure that it's on. All right? So once you do that, then you know that you're going to get input as long as you have your input cables properly connected. And we've got a turntable connected, and we're going to do it with a new sample. You can do this with existing samples, but just right now, for the sake of argument, I'm going to do it with a new sample. All right, so I'm going to start my sound source. And we'll just take a sample. All right, and there's my sample. All right, now all I got to do is hit my more button until I see edit in the soft key. And I hit the edit soft key, and now you see the waveform. And just trim it a little bit. Okay, so now that we got it trimmed up, that looks good. So I'm gonna just hit the more key until I see time stretch. So now that I have time stretch on my soft keys, I can click it, and you're gonna see the stretch factor. Now, basically what the stretch factor does and how the stretch factor works is that if you multiply the number that's in this window times whatever the sample length is, that's what you get. So if you want the sample to be half as long or move twice as fast, then that should be 0.5. 0.5 times whatever the sample time is half the sample time. If you want it to be twice that, then this number should be 2. So let's do, say, a stretch factor of 1.5. That means that my sample should be 50% longer, but the pitch should remain the same. So I'm going to say OK. And it's going to process. Longer samples, of course, will take more time to process, but it's going to let you know what's going on the progress bar. Now, you can also cancel out of this. If you get into it, you get stuck in the middle, and you have a different idea or a different thought, you want to come out of it, you just cancel out of it. Or you can just let it finish, and mine's finished, and 50% longer means slower, but the pitch is still the same. Now, if I don't like that, I could just hit my undo button, and I'm back to my original sample. Now, if I want to change it again, I can just hit time stretch again, and let's make it faster this time. Let's make it twice as fast, but keep the pitch. So my stretch factor is going to be 0.5. I'll say OK. And we process. And there it is. See, that's quite a bit faster. So it all comes down to that stretch factor. You know, whatever you multiply the sample time by in that window is what you're going to get. Might take a little trial and error, but when you get something you like, remember, always save. Save often. If you save, hit the save button, then it will give you the option to create a new sample name and put that sample into a new user group, and also save that sample to your device or to your SD card or to any one of the pieces of media that you might have connected. So that's how you stretch the time and preserve the pitch.